Hi, hello, what's up? My name is Tina. I love to talk about books, and I thought, what a better day than a very gloomy, rainy day in October to do this Rory Gilmore challenge. I've seen this video so many times, but it was a long time ago, so I forgot about it, so I won't be able to cheat. The surprised reactions will be very surprised reactions and honest one. I promise. I tried to wear a jumper because I'm currently in Okinawa and it was raining, so I thought, okay, it will be kind of cool, so I can wear the jumper and be in a little bit more of like in the Gilmore Girl vibes, even though this show doesn't happen all along in autumn season, but still. It's very related to the autumn season. Just to do the thumbnail, I was drenched already, so I've quit the jumper and I put back my t-shirt. Still too hot to do that. I want to have my fun. And I still remember that I'm gonna be humbled. I still remember that I have a long way to go. I remember that a lot of books I didn't know. So what's the challenge about? It's basically a website that has made a list of all the books that were mentioned in the Gilmore Girls show that were read by Rory Gilmore, a very studious girl who wants to be a journalist, and she spends her time reading. This show is epic for this reason, because you see Rory reading everywhere and she has read a lot of books for her age, so just bear in mind that she's a fictional character and it's not realistic all of the time, so don't compare yourself. I'll try to not compare myself too much and not be hurt in my feelings, but let's try. So it's this website, and as you can see, the average score is 51 books. I hope I can reach that score, even though, it's only 15% of the list. Is it? I don't know. What does the 15% stands for? I don't know. Okay, so the goal, I know I won't be reaching this score. I already know it. I should not be in denial. I will not reach this score. But still, let's try. I'm really curious. So, 1984, yes, I remember that this one completely turned upside down my brain when I was a teenager. I would really love to read this one again because it's still in corner of my mind one of my favorite book ever, but I don't really remember what it's about. I just remember how I felt about it, and I really need to read it again. Okay, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Okay, so first book I've never heard about, and it's the first of a long list. Alice in Wonderworld. Yes, was very confused by this book, but cannot deny how it's very unique in its genre. Never heard of this one. The Amazing Adventures. An American Tragedy, no. Angela's Ashes, I have no idea what those books are about. Yes, I read Anna Karenina. For the worst or the best, we don't know. The worst, it was for the worst. Yes, I've read The Diary of a Young Girl. Don't remember that much too about this one. I know it's very tragic and very emotional. I don't know if I still love it or not, but I think it's a necessary read, I would say, for everyone. Academy and War, I have no idea. The Art of Fiction? No. The Art of War, no, I don't think I will ever read this book too. As I Lay Dying, I have no idea. Atonement, Autobiography of a Face, no. The Awakening, no. Babe, no. Backlash. Oh, the Undeclared War Against American Women. That's why I'm saying she's a feminist, you know. Balzac and the Little Chinese Seamstress, no, but it's on my TBR, this one, as a true French should have on her TBR. Belcanto, no. The Bellagire, yes. Yes, I have very mixed feelings about this one, but yes, very interesting. Beloved, no, it's on my TBR, but I've read The Bluest Eyes, and it was a letdown for me. Beowulf, no. The Belsky Brothers, no. Bitch in Praise of Difficult Women. Interesting. Well, From the Blue and the Others, AC, no. Brave New World, yes. Mind blowing. A little bit weird, I would say, in the writing, but very unique too. Brick Lane, no. Voltaire, Candide, yes, I've read this one, even though I don't really remember. I should reread this one, but I know it's a classic, it's a mainstay. Canterbury Tales, no, I don't think so, but I think I've heard it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe in Gilmore Girls. Who knows? Carrie, no, but I think I should put it on my TBR too. Catch 22. I think this one was read by Jack Edwards. I don't know. Ooh, The Catcher in the Rye. Yes. Yes. I loved this book when I was a teenager. And I don't know why. I think I've heard a lot of people saying it's a red flag. I would need to reread this one to know why. I don't know. It's just I loved the character defying authority in this one because I was also struggling with authority at this point. Academic authority mainly, but yes. Charlotte's Web, no. Christine, no. Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, no. No. A Clockwork Oregon. A Clockwork Oregon. A Clockwork Orange is on my TBR too. I would really love to read this one. Next page. Okay. 8 books. If we are on an average of 8 books, it should be good, but I don't think it's gonna be the case. Yes, here we go. Other books I've never read. No. Ooh, some books I would never read, I think, too. No. Oh, The Quantum of Monte Cristo is on my TBR, this one. Looks really nice. Crime and Punishment, yes. I've read it very recently and I made a video about it if you're interested. Arthur Miller, The Crucible, no, never read this one. I don't think I've ever heard of this one. I don't know. Cujo, it was on my TBR at some point and I don't know why I removed it. Have you read this one? What do you think about it? The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night Time. Very intriguing. Never heard of this one too. Third Earl of Fortune. David and Lisa. David Copperfield. Charles Dickens is banned from my TBR. So whatever. Da Vinci Code. Should it be on my TBR? This one looks really... I loved the film, so... Demons on my TBR. Death of a Salesman. That one looks intriguing too. No, The Divine Comedy. She's read The Divine Comedy. That's what I mean. It's not realistic, you know. Why would she read that? Don Quixote. No, I've never read this one. Oh, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I think this one is kind of a pain to read. I've had it in my TBR, but I've never read it. Miss Daisy. Driving Miss Daisy is a book. We learn every day. Every day we learn something. Ooh, The Complete Tales and Poems of Edgar Allan Poe. I've never read any Edgar Allan Poe yet, but I should. I really should. So much book I've never read. Kool-Aid Acid Test. What's this? How could she read those books, you know? I get that she would have English classes, and that many of these books were requested for her English classes, but still. Eloise, Emily the Strange, Emma by Jane Austen. Yes, I've recently read this one. Didn't really like it. What are those books? Am I dumb? Okay, remember, never compare yourself to anyone. That's not healthy. You can compare yourself a little bit, but not too much. Yes, part of the books, the dystopian books, I really love, but I don't know if they're still, you know. They're the same. No. Okay. Oh! Is this a book? I knew it was a movie. I watched the movie of Fahrenheit 9/11 by Michael Moore. Does it count? No, I don't think so. Fatland. Is this? Okay. I hope it's not like fatphobic. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Is this the book of the movie Las Vegas Parano? No. Oh yes, The Fellowship of the Ring, of course. What in the Frankenstein? Yes, it's part of the books that everyone loves, but I don't really know. I think I was too hyped up for this book, and thus I didn't really like it as much as I think I would, but still an interesting read, you know. Gender Trouble, okay, I need to read this one, it's on my TBR. Yes, The Godfather is on my TBR too, because one of my Japanese colleagues recommended this one to me, so I'm gonna read it. He really loved it. The God of Small Things, I've heard about this one, but I think it's not on my TBR. Not sure. Gone the Wind, no. The Good Soldier, no. The Graduate, no. Ooh, The Great Gatsby, it's on my TBR. The Grapes of Wrath 2. I've read Of Mouse and Men, yeah, but not this one. Great Expectations, again, Charles Dickens, no. Hamlet, William Shakespeare, yes, I should definitely read some William Shakespeare too, but I haven't yet. No, more books that I don't know. Okay, Shakespeare, a lot of Shakespeare. Yes, I guess it makes sense that she's read Shakespeare because she had English lit classes, So I had some too. Of Mouse and Man was part of the books that I had to read for English lit classes in high school, and I've read some extracts of The Grapes of Wrath. But it doesn't count because it was only extracts. How the light gets in. No, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's a book too. Didn't know that. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I should definitely read this one by Victor Hugo. It's on my TBR. The Iliad by Homer. I've read. Oof, yes. Okay. Dante Inferno. No, it's too much. Jane Eyre. Yes. I've only recently acknowledged the fact that this book might be quite troubling. Oh wait, not people cutting grass. Oh yes, I need to pause. Be back. Alright, sorry for the change of frame, but our gentleman stopped his work for a moment, so let's try again. Okay, Jane Eyre, yes, I was saying that I think it's a problematic book somehow, but it's only Rochester who is a problematic character. Jane Eyre she's real, but also she's falling for the wrong man. She deserves better. The Joy Luck Club. No idea. Julius Caesar. No, I've not read this one. The Jumping Frog. This one looks nice. The Jungle. No. Just a couple days. No. The Kitchen Boy. No. Kite Runner. Not yet. I've read Thousand Splendid Suns. I wanted to read The Kite Runner, but I ended up changing this one because I buddy read it with another fellow bookstagrammer, so changed it. Leaves of Grass. No. Walt Whitman. I've never read anything from him. It's going bad. Oh, Little Woman. Yes. She has read so many Charles Dickens. But yeah, Little Woman, read it. Loved it. One of my favorite classic book. Lord of the Flies. No, never. Shirley Jackson, I need to read. We Always Lived in the Castle, I think. But also The Haunted House. Yes, of course. Macbeth, no. Madame de Bovary, yes. Did I love it? No. No. Was it beautiful? Yes. But was it about nothing? Yes. Ugh, a pain, a huge pain. Didn't like it. Masters and Margarita, it's one of the favorite book of one of my friends, so I think I should read this one at some point. It's on my TBR. Simone de Beauvoir, I'm never gonna read any of her books too. No. Man Can Crest, Massey, what? See? Oh, the Metamorphosis. No, I've read The Trial, but no. See, that's what I mean. How could she have read all those books? She was not part of the media era for sure. She was not influenced by book talk, I can tell. Moby Dick, no, not yet. Molière, no, not yet. Not this one. Biography, no. Sounds like the list I would read from all of his work. Monsieur Proust. No, not this one. Mrs. Dalloway, not yet. No, I definitely need to read some Virginia Woolf at some point. I'm really confused by the type of books she've read. Oh, The Name of the Rose. I've heard of this one, but not read it. We are doing badly, guys. I've read 19 books. Far from the 50 I wanted. Okay. No. Emily Dickinson, no. Charles Bukowski, I've never read anything from Of Mice and Men, yes. And I've said mouse from the beginning, but it's nice. Sorry. 100 Years of Solitude is on my TBR too. I'm gonna try to read it next year. Oryx and Crake, never heard of this one by Margaret Atwood. Othello, no. Wow, how many Charles Dickens has she read? All of them? Probably. E.M. Forster, A Passage to India. I've added this one very recently to my TBR. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, I have this one too on my TBR. The Picture of Dorian Gray I've read, yes, but was not a huge fan of this one too. Somehow was not really drawn to the character. Pride and Prejudice, not yet, but soon. Well, I mean, not soon, but at some point. Only 3 pages left, and I'm doing very badly. I mean, not that badly, it's okay, but still. Rapunzel, no. The Raven and other poems, no. Rebecca, I'm currently reading it. Do I cheat? I'm currently reading it, and I know I'm gonna finish it, so sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Return of the King, not yet. I've read the first one and the second one, but not the Return of the King. Romeo and Juliet, no. A Room of One's Own, not yet. On my TBR. Oh, A Room with a View, yes. It was not what I expected, but interesting in some ways. Sanctuary, no. Wait, Sacred Time, no. Europe, no. Yes, I remember why, because she, like, the rough guide to Europe, at some point they were traveling, so that makes sense. No, the Scarecrow of Oz, no. Simone de Beauvoir again, no. I'm never gonna read any of her book. Sense and Sensibility, not yet, but incoming. The Shining, yes. Very weird book in the mind of a very disturbing character. I would not recommend this one to anyone, but yes. Siddhartha, I have this on my TBR because I've met someone in Greece who recommended this book to me, so I'm gonna read this book at some point, but the other ones I don't know. Small Island, no. Slaughterhouse 5, no. Snow White and Rose Red, she has read this one too. Wow. The Snows of Kilimanjaro, this one sounds really nice. Social Origins of Dictatorship and Democracy. Sounds fun. Songbook, The Sonnet. Sonnets from the Portuguese. Why would she read this? What's this? What's this? Story of my life. I have no idea what those books are. The Stuart Little looks cute. Swimming with Giants. Sibyl. Sibyl? Does ring a bell to me, but Tale of Two Cities. Ah, my goodness, you just read all of them. Oh, To Kill a Mockingbird, one of my favorite classic books. Yes, okay. The Trial, yes, I've read this one. Richard Ford, no. Anne Patchett, Truth and Beauty. I don't think I know Truth and Beauty by Anne Patchett. Tuesdays with Maury, it's on my TBR. Ulysses by James Joyce, no. Yes. Oh no, not this one, sorry. I'm cheating. Oh, Uncle Tom's Cabin. I've scripted very recently why not being political by reading books is problematic, and Uncle Tom's Cabin was coming back a lot of times as one of the most political books. So I'm really intrigued by this one. I don't know if I'm gonna read it though. Valley of the Dolls. Carol Shields, okay. Last page. We're not gonna reach the 50 books, definitely not, but 26 is not that bad out of 339 books. Vanity Fair, no. The Vanishing Newspaper, no. The Virgin Suicide, it's on my TBR, but no. War and Peace, yes, I've read this one. For the better and the worst. Who moved my cheese? What is this book about? Wicked, no. Wuthering Heights, no, but it's coming soon, this one. I'm reading this one next month. The Yearling and The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion, no, but I should read Joan Didion for sure at some point. Okay, show my results. 27, not that bad. Ooh, you did better than 48% of users? Is that so? Okay, I have something to be proud of at least. But I didn't beat the average score. Okay, I mean, a lot of them are on my TBR, so I'll probably do this one again in 10 years. Maybe in 7 years, because it's been 3 years since I started to watch this show for the first time. I since rewatched it 2 times, I think. So I should maybe do this video again in 7 years to see and celebrate the 10 years of watching Gilmore Girls in my life and see how I improved, because there's always room for improvement. That's what we are made of as human, of improvements, so, and learning. Yes, okay. So, not too bad. Humbled for sure, and I still have a long way to go. I need to read a lot more classics because all of them are practically classics. This is very inspiring. We need to do better. We need to do better, folks. Let's read a lot of classics. So I loved to watch those Rory Gilmore Girls Talent, and I love to film it. I hope you enjoyed too, and with that, punks, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you as always for clicking, for watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed this video again, and thus to see you on the next one, but most importantly, thank you for being nice. Let's keep it that way. This little corner of internet is so precious to me right now, and with that, I have to say bye.